Rest in peace to my round Percy Baytop, you heard me? Petey We Struck. I see you whooping on that picture, you heard me? St. Mary Parish, Franklin, Louisiana, St. Joseph. We gon' miss you, bro. Rest in peace, Percy Baytop, aka Petey We Struck. We gon' miss you, cousin. I'm smoking, and that's all I do. Will allow me to know. Never know when no drought, I don't have no clue. Yeah, I work every fucking day. Yeah, for an ounce when I get paid. You think I got major way? Burning in my car. Gotta get rid of all the paranoia. I'm not famous, I'm still living like a star. I'm back and trying to see Mars. Yeah. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to my round. Percy Baytop, aka Petey We Struck. The last verse on that smoking, you heard me? You want to see the video? Just look it up. I'm smoking. It's gonna pop up, you heard me?
That's like our intro song right there, right now.
Rest in peace to my dog.
Rest in peace, dog.
You rolling?
It's on you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say, bruh.
Say bruh. Man, y'all already seen it, man. Shout out to my boy Cap behind the boards as always. DJ King Cobra. I move. What you say? I move slick. What you got to hit that for me.
Yeah,
you got
man,
you got to
come
at
on,
least
Cap.
hit the DJ King Cobra for me. I got to hear it, my boy. Look at he over there trying to get it right. Look.
Oh man.
God Yeah, I'm gonna get it out of him in a second. But hey, man, we back in the saddle with another one more time, another good episode for y'all, and got a couple things we're gonna go over. So as always, y'all see who it is today. Right here with me to my right hand side, John the Hulk Henry,
What's
Mr.
going
Mean
on,
Green himself. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Then right on his right hand side, my boy Cash Divid3n.
You already know what's going on, y'all. How
Man,
y'all doing?
good to
Same
see you on the
thing,
couch,
man.
my boy.
Coolly.
Good to see you on camera with us today. So gonna have a good conversation with these guys, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. It's the homie C representing NWCLV.FM. Man, shout out to our sponsor, NWC Dispensary, Silver Black Cultivation, the only, one more time, y'all, the only 100% black-owned cultivation and dispensary in Nevada. So whenever y'all in the city, whenever y'all in the state, stop by and shop with us, man. Good people, good prices, good product. Come shop with us. I'm getting a little better, not losing my breath. Goodness.
Sound like you did it once or twice.
I do what I do when I can do it. So, to start it off, just like we do every episode, man, gonna give y'all a little bit of knowledge. So, got a term, new term in the cannabis industry. Some people might have heard of it before. Most of us haven't. It's very new to me. So when I heard it, I was like, man, I gotta let people know about it. So, flavorants. Everybody know what terpenes are. We went over terpenes. So flavorants, they are kind of similar, but they're not terpenes. So flavorants, cannabis flavorants are responsible for the unique and diverse flavors and aromas of cannabis. While the term flavorant has been used to describe food additives for quite some time, cannabis flavorants are something else entirely. In the context of cannabis, flavorants are non-terpene compounds like esters, volatile sulfur compounds, alcohol, stuff like that, found in low concentrations that are responsible for the unique and diverse aromas of cannabis. When flavorants are present in small amounts, they have a significant impact on cannabis aromas. So, I was watching podcast on YouTube, and the way she described it was like if you've ever been smoking, or smelt cannabis, and it gave you like a real tropical smell, like real beachy, real airy, like papaya, or real strong citrus, something a little different from limonene, something like that. Flavorants are responsible for that. Or like a real strong, stinky, poopy smell. You know how some real pungent strains are, and you're wondering like, what is that?
Like they smell rancid almost.
Yeah. It's like, what is that? I like, what terpene could that be that I'm smelling? It's actually not a terpene at all. So just real quick, just to dabble into some of the flavors. I got two. One is Scatol, and this is one that is used in a lot of stuff. So scat, the root word, poop. So yeah, it's a flavorant that is also found in poop. This heterocyclical compound changes drastically at various concentrations and in the presence of other aroma compounds. Oddly enough, it's found in mammalian feces, so people or mammals. It's a key compound in the perfuming industry, and it's even used to flavor vanilla ice cream.
Okay, so set me straight on this.
Mm-hmm.
So, a poop flavorants is commonly used in the majority of things that we use or consume.
I.e. perfume and vanilla ice cream.
Wow. It's
Oh,
interesting.
look, you got the rest of that list? I need to cut some stuff out my diet, you heard me?
That's too. He said I can't be eating all this stuff, but
Is it natural? Like, is it naturally occurring? And it's just
Yeah, something. It's something that's found. Yeah. Its presence in sweet exotic varieties like fruity pebbles, however, lead us to believe that scatar may amplify lush, sweet fragrances also. So that's a strain of weed. Trace amounts of scatar are often found in savory cannabis varieties like GMO cookies or 17 Kim. So those real pungent smells. Um, it may also play a pivotal role in the overripe or rotten fruit aroma in some cultivars. So if you smell like, you know how whenever I said it smelled like fruit and farts,
Yep.
you feel?
That is one of his go-to descriptions of some of the most fire stuff that we have.
Yeah.
Or the burnt rubber, like a burnt orange peel. I know is another one that we bring up a lot from time to time.
So that's scatar. Another one, and I think this is how you say it. It's spelled Indole, indole, which is one H dash indole. Indole it's milder than scatar and has a sharp chemical and ammonia like fragrance. When diluted, it can have a slight floral aroma. So if you ever smelled anything or tasted anything and it smelled kind of like a little chemically or ammonia type thing, and you have those, that's the endo.
I know our cheese dog smells like straight ammonia. And even on the terp like profile from the COA, came back super high in ammonia. Like fragrance or terpene.
So, and again, this research is fairly new in the last couple of years with flavoring. So this will be something that you guys will start to hear and probably see a little bit more. Which was one of the other questions that it says, will this discovery change the cannabis industry? And I think it definitely will. What they were saying is like, yes, it changes it, the way we understand cannabis aromas, but it also has a game changer for consumers, manufacturers, marketers, and regulators, providing a more comprehensive and accurate product information will make it easier for consumers to find their desired product. Because right now, the COAs, they only have limited information, only your THC amount and top 2-3 terpenes. So it doesn't even give you too much to even go off of. Then which can
Basic.
which it says those things can even kind of be misleading. But now with these new findings, if you can put a little bit more information, people can really get that taste, that medicinal area scratch, and that other area scratch. You know, we like smoking weed because we like the way it feels.
Yeah.
Flavor profiles, we like the way it tastes. So yeah, this new information is new area of research for us to be able to dig a little bit deeper on. So flavorants, guys, if you guys hear any new information, see any new information, let us know. We definitely gonna keep y'all tapped in because it's definitely interesting for us as growers to see stuff like this, to know that there are things that make it smell like we're smelling. So that's gonna make it taste like it tastes. So we can get down and dirty to the science and start pushing toward certain features when it comes to these certain strains of cannabis, especially with the newer stuff. So yeah, man, flavorants. We're gonna keep y'all tapped in, keep us tapped in, let us know what y'all see, let us know what y'all hear, and we'll do the same. So just a little education for us today. Typically we do come with a topic, but I didn't really have a topic for today. Been doing a little research and looking into current events with it being like the new year and things. So do have a couple of current events that I do want to go over and see what we can, what education in that aspect we can spread and good news that we can spread. So I follow a page on Instagram. It's called Ganjapreneur, and they have a lot of informative, real dope stuff about the cannabis industry. So one of the most recent things that I did find on their page, and I think most of these might have came from that page, a study, CBD reduces alcohol cravings amongst addicts. So that's one of the things that I'm starting to look at a little bit more as the CBD area for medicinal purposes, because we do grow it, so I have access to it. So being able to use it to see what ailments it can definitely cure is a cool thing for me. But for this study, a recent study published in the Journal of Molecular Psychiatry found that CBD, a cannabinoid abundant in cannabis and hemp plants, could be effective at reducing alcohol cravings among individuals with alcohol use disorder. I think one of my leading throwbacks to people when they say anything about me smoking is people drink. If you look at the statistics on deaths caused due to alcohol being involved, it is slightly, if not more, higher than cannabis related instances. And seeing this is one of those things where people say, well, cannabis is used for medical purposes, and it's used to help people get away from other addictions that they may have. And now alcohol being one of those is kind of big to see, especially with it being CBD. What this says is the author cited preclinical data suggesting that CBD is effective in targeting AUD symptoms and disease processes that drive alcohol use and relapse due to its anti-craving, stress-reducing, and anti-compulsive effects. We have a strain called Blue Dream, and I think it ranges anywhere between like 14 to 17% CBD. And the myrcene in it is typically, that I've seen lately, about 7 milligrams of myrcene. And I've used that and felt as if I took any other kind of medication. And
like a Tylenol or Advil or something like that, you would say?
No, sir.
What would you compare it to?
Like the feel good, like a
So something stronger.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my shoulders stopped hurting. I felt real relaxed. I felt real like light. And this was just CBD. I hadn't smoked anything with THC for a couple hours. Hadn't even smoked anything with it just yet.
And no psychoactive, just more of like a body relaxed type of feel.
Mm-hmm. So I don't drink, but I guess with the effects that it is giving people, like I said, due to its anti-craving, stress-reducing, and anti-compulsion effects. If you know what you're looking for, there are certain terpenes that are appetite suppressant. There are, as we went over in the last episode, certain terpenes that reduce anxiety and stress. Anti-compulsion, and that's another one, I guess, with them just needing to feel that need. Let me get up and go. There are certain things with the CBD that you can look for that will help with that compulsion issue. So that was a cool one for me, just because that's one of my major bite backs. Like, people drink all the time, and stuff happens all the time because somebody was drinking. People got in fights. Somebody got shot. Arguments happen.
Wreck your car.
Wreck, you feel, stuff like that. So, and I mean, not to say that it don't happen when you smoke, but the numbers don't lie. They speak for themselves.
Well, Google is saying that it don't. I looked
looked
What
it up.
Google say?
Cannabis versus alcohol-related deaths.
It's about the same.
All right, this what Google talking about.
Holla at me.
Straight out the gate.
I don't mind being
Cannabis
wrong.
versus alcohol deaths. Alcohol is more deadly than cannabis. Alcohol-related deaths. The CDC estimates that over 88,000 people die from alcohol-related overdoses each year, and more than 95,000 die from excessive drinking. Cannabis-related deaths. There have been no documented deaths from marijuana use alone. A fatal dose of THC, the main chemical in marijuana, will require smoking between 238 and 1,113 joints a day.
Oh, thank
So
you
it
for that.
confirms it.
Thank you for that, Captain. So, to get back into that, and just to go back to one of the other episodes, you remember when we were talking about you can't overdose off of THC, and I told you to do to the ECS, endocannabinoid
Yes.
test? I was kind of wrong. I was kind of right, but more so wrong. What it has to do with is in your brainstem, the CB1. You have the CB1 sensors and the CB2. The CB1 sensors is where your cannabinoid sensors are stored, or they're held, or where they are. You don't have a plethora of those in your brainstem. So, which is why you can continue to smoke, which you may feel super duper high. You damn sure may be in the sunken place, but you can't overdose just because there's not enough of those there to take it in. But where the other ones were the opioids, for example, you take those because your brain stem is so plush with those CB2 neurons or sensors or whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I'm not too technical with it, but there's so many of those that it gets oversaturated, and that's why they have to use like Narcan to regain control of those senses, because there's so many of those neurons that may be controlling so many different senses like smell, breathing, and things like that. So you can't overdose on cannabis.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that was just a interesting study that I saw. So that may be something that some of you people may want to let somebody know. May try yourself if that's something that you may be dealing with. Try some CBD. We got it at NWC dispensary. It's 2 of them in the city. Where they at, Cap?
Well, the first one, that's at 3200 South Valley View. You heard me? The second one, the new location, it's on the west side. 9030 Flamingo Road, West Flamingo Road. You heard me? So check us out, man. We got videos coming at you all the time. I let Steve, Tandra, or Sean, or Jamal, if you're in there overnight, man, holla at my boy Jamal, man. That's my round, you dig? He be trying to make it out here, but he be getting into too much rest. But check him out. Look for the specials and look for Silver Black. Look for the stuff from Silver Black Cultivation, because that's the stuff that the Burning Bush crew, that's what we grow for y'all. You heard me? So come patronize us, you dig?
So it's 2 of them in the city, man. So it's near y'all. So make sure y'all come check us out for y'all CBD. So the next one that I saw, teenage use is dropping as more states pass adult use reform. So that was another one that we had talked about. Let me get this pulled up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Here we go. All right. So with this one, the federally funded monitoring the Future survey found that cannabis use amongst U.S. teenagers has continually declined, even as more states enact adult use legalization policies, despite warnings from cannabis reform opponents. This year's study The trends in the reduction of substance use amongst teenagers is unprecedented. We must continue to investigate factors that have contributed to this lower risk of substance use to tailor interventions to support the continuation of this trend. That's what one of the directors of the NIDA. So, according to the NIDA, which is the National Institute on Drug Abuse, according to them, cannabis use remains stable in 2024 for younger grades, with 7.2% of eighth graders and 15.9% of 10th graders reporting cannabis use in the past 12 months. Cannabis use declined amongst 12th graders, with 25.8% reporting cannabis use in the past 12 months, compared to 29% in 2023. So, I think this is one of the subjects that kind of came up in one of our past episodes, is just teenage use in general. And it's like anything else. Wait till you're grown, you know. When there are these certain cases for medical use, consult with your doctor, consult with your lawyers and stuff like that. But I mean, just like anything, like we were talking about earlier, John was saying, when your parents are doing it, it's not so cool. And then it's like, when you see it, when you're around it, it kind of becomes a norm, and it's just like, huh?
Yeah, like it's desensitized almost, you know.
Yeah.
And it seems real trendy too. Like it seems the trend now in the younger kids' age is all like the pills, the Percocets, the other type drugs that everybody's rapping about and stuff. And of course, weed is around, but like it doesn't seem like it's being abused as much as it is. And yeah, it's a younger generation of audience, but it does seem like it's changed a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to having those conversations with your children, let them know, hey, man, this is it's a drug. It's an adult substance, and it's like anything else. You'll have time to get into these types of things. Just again, there are these certain instances medically, but then again, there's other ways that you can take it medically other than smoking it.
Yeah, because I saw some specials where there were a lot of parents who had kids who were having seizures, or I think it was like seizures or epilepsy. I can't remember what it was, but just having medical issues where they believed or they felt that if you gave the child some form of cannabis, that they would have less seizures, be less induced to being, sick or what have you. But they were actually moving to different states that were, more legalized for marijuana or cannabis, because in their state, basically their neighbors, their governor or their state in general was telling them like, oh, you're a bad parent for giving your child some cannabis when it actually could help them.
Oh, does anybody know what kind of stuff is in that they put in what chemotherapy?
Radiation?
Radiation? Oh, so that's cool to give your kids?
Well, I mean, that's what they think.
I'm just asking. Like, it's cool to give kids radiation and saying that's going to help them.
Well, I mean, it's almost like the argument of like kids get Ritalin, right? Kids get prescribed Ritalin up and down, left and right. And what is Ritalin? Like, it's speed, right? A form of speed. So,
and what is speed? Is it methamphetamines or barbiturate? What is it?
I mean, I don't know the chemicals and the ingredients to make that, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, speed.
That kind of gateway them into meth when they can't get their speed type of thing.
Correct. And just like anything, it's gonna have effects later on in life. But that's, once again, back up to the parents. Like, how do you want to go about it? How do you want to heal your child, right? I mean.
Because, I mean, with medications that you deal with, like for pain or things like that, you do run the risk of it becoming a habit and you getting addicted. And those are things that you really don't want your child to have to deal with. And with studies and things with cannabis not being habit forming, is it a better alternative to give anybody? Just not even just cannabis, cancer patients. You got people with bone disease or any type of issue that may be giving them pain or whatever. There are things that the cannabis plant can provide. There's research out there. So I mean, it just comes down to when will they see?
I don't think they will. I think it comes down to the fact that if they allow people to heal themselves with cannabis, we won't need big medical corporations for whatever medicines they create and tell us this is going to heal you instead of the natural stuff that comes from the earth. So if we can grow our own medicine at home, we don't need those big pharmaceutical corporations. And that's why they're not going to let it go hard. And that's why they're going to say that we're doing wrong when they're the ones creating stuff out of thin air. This come from the earth. Take advantage, man.
Funny enough, you said that this year was the first time that they actually said that cannabis does have some medical positivities.
And
So
we know it does, right? Like from experience, we all have seen how it helps.
yeah, so hopefully, they'll really start to look at this research and see, and start to deschedulize it or reschedulize it to something low, because that's another thing. If it's medication, how can it be? How can it not be on the schedule? So I mean, it's a couple you give and take. You know what I'm saying? If it is medication, all the medication that people take, it's a scheduled drug, whether it's Schedule 1 to whatever it goes to 10, 9, I don't know. But that's another discussion. So do they deschedulize it all the way because it is, a plant? Or because are we going to just not schedule it at all? Or are they going to deschedule it because it's a medication and keep it on the scheduled drug, or just deschedule it altogether? So that's one of the things. So I mean, they know. I mean, I know they know there's some money to be gotten out here, which is
That's a big part of it for sure.
One of the other subjects that we're gonna get into. So yeah, man. With the cannabis industry becoming legal in places, those are things to actually take in mind with it being so accessible and not being such a taboo subject. Will the teenage use rate continue to go down? So keep an eye on that. Let us know what y'all think about it, man. Tap in with us. We can tap in with y'all. The next thing that I saw that piqued my interest with things becoming legal. New York, they just in their adult use topped 1 billion in sales within 2024. $1 billion.
They don't even have that many dispensaries in New York City, do they?
Legally? Legally, I'm real deal not sure, but I do know that just hearing some of the stories when it went legal, it was like the Wild Wild West out there, boy. They had their little bodega dispensary set up there, and they was trapping. Also, at one point in time, which was another thing that we wanted to talk about, they were having it sold at the farmers market, which I think they stopped that. But it's about to come back.
Yep.
So that's another thing. So 1 billion in sales for New York City top. So that just goes to show people and this is something that we see time and time again. It's money to be gotten, but I just hope that with this money that we getting, that it's going back into certain things. That way that they can actually, see that we can put things back into the communities.
In order for it to get 1 billion, it has the state of New York has 112 licensed dispensaries in New York State and 44 in New York City.
And they're topping numbers just with that small amount.
1 billion with 44. Was it New York State or was it New York City?
It says
Because even if it's New York State, it's 112.
The money is definitely there to be made. And it just shows that the industry is just growing.
And people are still legally and illegally consuming.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
it just says New York. It doesn't say licensed cannabis dispensaries in New York have sold more than 1 billion worth of cannabis products since
So
the
let's
state.
just assume it's New York State. So it's 112. Between
Since
112
2000
dispensaries.
since 2022, so in 2 years, according to the Office of Cannabis Management.
That's still a lot, a billion. Because that's not accounting for what's being sold in the streets.
Yeah, that's just license. It was saying that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's it? The state has issued or provisionally approved over 5,250 licenses, permits, and and registrations since the program launched, including 221 adult use cultivar licenses, 292 adult use processor licenses, 569 conditional adult use retail licenses, 448 adult use retail licenses, 569 conditional adult use retail licenses, blah, 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 blah. Officials have also recognized 17, blah, blah. So, long story short, man, this is a lot of money to be getting, and in the past 2 years, New York been trapping like a fool. So this just goes to show one of the reasons that they are looking at it and saying, okay, that there is some medical positives. So hopefully in the next, I'd say probably in the next 5 years, we'll see some new things coming up with descheduling and things like that. So, I mean, this is for me. It's just I think put my dollar in. But I think for everybody, Cash being from the East Coast and us being from the South, just seeing how it's being legalized in places that
We never would have
We
thought
never-
that would be legalized.
man,
Never would have thought at all.
never would have thought it. So, and it starts with having the conversation. It starts with talking to the right people, making these right connections, and actually getting out here and being a voice for it. So, get out here, have this conversation, start meeting the right people, start making these connections, and start trying to get in these places and speak up on it. So, the more we know, the more we can legitimately tell people and make things happen. So, yeah. And with being from the South, I saw this funny article. Alabama court confirms medical cannabis agency's ability to rescind licenses. So, long story short, they handed out licenses to 3 companies, and companies that did not get the licenses started complaining or started throwing dirt on their names. And I think it was the AMCC, the Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission, pulled the licenses. So those 3 companies filed suit against the AMCC for just pulling those licenses for no apparent reason. And I wanted to put this up and say that's just how it goes in this industry, especially John was saying with these licenses, it can be kind of tricky. You got to kind of walk on eggshells sometimes, especially in these newer states with them just getting regulations and things like that set up. It can look one way one minute, and the next minute you gotta change some stuff and make sure everything is wrote down the right way and in the books, and SOPs got to be set up a certain way. And if they're not, you get them fines, certain fines you probably don't even want to worry about having to hear about paying. So it's just funny, man. Being on this side and having a close look with the owner and hearing a lot of the conversations that go on, and then reading stories like this, it's like, man, like if you want to get into this industry, especially as a cultivator or a dispensary, you got to be on your stuff. You got to make sure you're on top of the game. You got to make sure you know. For us, it's the CCB. You better know exactly what they want, and if they give you a chance to fix it, you better fix it. Because if you don't, it ain't gonna be nothing to fix.
That's true.
And there's so many like politics involved, like you said, from our owner putting us on and keeping us in the loop, and like games that people play with, you know, they know their buddies or their senators or politicians, and they put this person on or put someone who's associated with companies that they're associated with, and that's how they get their license. Stuff like that goes on in different states, you know. Mm-hmm. And other states, we talked about having like some type of lottery system where they draw your number out of a hat, but you have to have these X requirements to even be in the hat, you know. And some of those requirements are more difficult than you can imagine, and it really just depends on what state, you know. So
yeah, man, it's interesting, very interesting, especially when you get to in passing walk in and see the court sessions going on, and you stop and hear some of the stories, some of the regulations that people are going against. Man, it's like, and it to us is as having legacy and seeing how people ran just traps and seeing how people, the owners are running dispensaries and cultivations. Is like, how is some of this stuff not common sense? Like, they used to be in the trap, and I know they wouldn't have did this if they would have said that they know that somebody could run up in here at any point in time. You know, anybody could come in and start saying, hey, man, open these ceilings up. We trying to see what's in there. These numbers ain't adding up. Why would you do that? And they go in the ceilings and find them pounds. So, yeah, man, do what y'all supposed to do. And also, stop snitching on people if they ain't doing nothing, man. Let these people get their money, especially down south, man. It's the perfect weather to grow outdoor, and, you know.
You should want to have the opportunity to have something like that in your state.
Yeah,
and
man.
they're like, nah, I can't have it.
Can't nobody have it.
Nobody can have it.
Man. And people don't think about it. It's jobs, too, man.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
That is true.
So yeah, man, let these people eat, man. And hopefully in the next couple years or so, just fall in line. Make sure your paperwork and everything's straight, and get back in there, man. It's money to be gotten, and hopefully before Big Pharma get their hands on it, you know, everybody can start getting a little piece of it. So, back to New York City. Back to New York City. The farmers market. So again, that's something that they were doing when it first came legal, which blew my mind. But I think they stopped it. So John had saw that they actually just signed to start doing that again.
With regulations included, but they're going to let them do it. And I'm still blown away by the process. It's like almost like a pop-up where you can go and like I guess, sell stuff that you've grown, but then it said license, right? Like I wasn't sure about that. Like what kind of, can you be a home grower and grow and sell your product at these farmers market as if they were tomatoes or corn you grow in your backyard?
That's kind of what I had understood it as. You just being able to, I don't know how farmers market work with. You just got to get the license to say you selling here today or whatnot, and you got to report your sellings at the end or whatnot. But I just understood it as just like any other farmers market. You bring what you grew, yeah, and you sell it, and hopefully you got some good product. So I mean, I'm like you, like it's got to be some regulations, because again, on this side, just seeing what can happen if it ain't done right, and what in the hell is they finna have some of these people smoking if it's not tested, you know?
That's what was making me think, is does it have to be licensed, you know? Because yeah, you could be getting some crap, and on the other hand of it, you could be getting something phenomenal too, you know. But the risk for getting something shitty, is great.
It's a way for people to get good money though if you got a good product.
For sure.
So that was just a funny thing, because I'm like, dang, how does that even work? Because I don't think Nevada would ever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about it like that, like any law like that yet here.
So
Cali for sure. I know Cali has something like that going on where they let them do it too. But
well, that's something that we'll keep y'all locked in to, keep y'all tapped in with, because that's an interesting subject for us being cultivators, growing it. You know, if that is something that's possible, is it something that if wherever it's legal at, are they gonna be doing that? Is it a way? Because again, it's a way for people to get money. So, but at the same time, we would never want to put our name on some bad product. So we'll keep y'all tapped in and let y'all know how they gonna be doing that, because it can get real tricky.
And it's new.
It's new, yeah. So it's new. So yeah, man, those are the couple of the current events that's going on out here in the world of cannabis. We're going to keep y'all tapped in and in tune with some others in the future. So if y'all see anything interesting that pop up on y'all feed or on the news, hey, man, send that to us. Let us know. Put it in the comments so we can talk about that, man. Because, again, it's about the information. You never know what you're going to find out. You never know what might be coming legal in a state near you, your state. So, moving right along to the part of the show, the fun part of the show. What you smoking on, bro?
You know me, same old, same old. Josie with a little mix, though. I sprinkled a little bit of the Rise Up.
A little bit of the what?
It's the Rise Up.
Mm-hmm.
So now that Rise Up is the Vesper crossed with KV that we have right now. And it's a really fire strain, I'm not going to lie.
What is that? That's the joke. What did I do with the? Let me see if I can find. I don't think I.
And we did get some information on that. So the Vesper is crossed with, which is the KV, or crossed with the KV, and the KV is Kaboom and Purple Urkel. That's the lineage on that. And shout out to Nate. Nate gifted us those seeds and had us grow them out, and they're some of our staple strains now. So look out for those.
Yeah, man, it's Rise Up. That's a nice hybrid, man. I think it's more leaning on the indica, sativa side. THC 21.4%. Terpenoline, top terpene, 12.4 milligrams. B-myrcene, 6.4 milligrams. And B-caryophyllene, 3.4 milligrams. So, yeah, man, if you want to be locked in, but also have that kind of not stuck in the couch, but you know what I'm saying, I'm high, but I can still focus on what I'm doing. Rise up, man. It's at NWC dispensaries. It's two of them, one on Flamingo, one on Valley View. Make sure y'all stop by if y'all in the city. Again, good people, good prices, good product. Yeah, that's what I'm on, man. That rise up. I had did a little bit of the CBD, the Blue Dream, the other night before I had smoked some of this, and for my shoulder and just body relaxation, and it was real nice. That's actually got 7% myrcene, but I think it was 16% CBD. So pairing that before I smoked the rise up, my body was real relaxed, but I also felt locked in when I started smoking this. So I was up and alert. That's that terpenoline gonna get you where you need to be. So rise up, man. That's one of the newest strains that we've been working on. Y'all probably seen on some of the Instagram clips we've been showing. So it's in the stores right now, NWC dispensary. Again, make sure y'all go get that. Cap, what you got over there, my boy?
Well, similar to y'all, I'm on that rise up as well. You heard me? I got that rise up, but I mixed it with that Cushman's.
Ooh,
You know, man, 'cause I
a
did it.
classic.
Yeah, bro. I was like, man, let me see what's out. So I got it's like a 2-grammer right here, one of each, and it's fire, bro. I feel real good. I've been having this one the whole time. You know, so yeah.
So as y'all can see, we do get high on our own supply.
This is the Burning Bush show. You heard me?
You know, so
Off top.
we hot. So I wouldn't tell you to smoke nothing that I wouldn't smoke myself. I tell you that if you come into the dispensary and I just happen to be in there, I'm not gonna tell you to smoke nothing that I wouldn't smoke myself. And if you don't like it, man, come back, tell me what you're looking for, and we'll point you in the right direction, because we do got a nice variety, and we do got some more flavors coming that y'all hadn't seen yet. With that, still that Pakistani and roadkill. I'm waiting for that to hit the shelf.
As am I.
Man,
As am I.
I'm waiting on that chocolate Thai ISS Island Sweet Skunk.
yeah, that chocolate tie. So, man, y'all, again, NWC dispensary is 2 of them, so it's nearest you. So make sure y'all check that out. So yeah, man, that's basically the show for today. So wanted to drop y'all with the flavorants again. That's new studies, new information coming about that. So we'll be dropping that on y'all. Current events, we'll keep y'all tapped in with some new current events. Make sure y'all know what's going on in the city and the state near y'all. Make sure y'all on the up and up. And yeah, shop at NWC dispensary. We got a couple other brands in there too. Show them some love. Y'all shop with them, y'all shopping with us. So show them some love. But man, make sure y'all shopping that NWC, that Silver Black Cultivation, the home team. We at the Burning Bush Show take real pride in what we do for y'all, man. So shop with us, man, and we gonna make sure that we keep that good product coming for y'all, good content coming for y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the podcast, tap in with us on our individual Instagrams, like and share anything that y'all see that we doing out here. John, you wanna say something to these people before we get up out here, bro?
Hey, y'all just keep hitting the dispensary. Look out for those new strains. Talk to your bud tenders. Ask them about it. They should have all the good knowledge on it. They should be able to give you all the terps that are showing up on these new things. And as always, look out for us. We appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, look, check this out. My cousin just tapped in with me, man. He said he need that rise up. Look, check this out, boy. When you touch down next weekend, I got you, my boy. We're gonna smoke good. Don't worry about it, cuz got you.
Oh, you coming next week?
Yes, sir. He gonna be here.
Say, bro, you gonna be on Sunday, man. Pop up on us, bro. What's
yeah,
that?
man. I already told him. He said he gonna slide if he can. Hey, man, shout out to my cousin. Yeah, man. Big shout out to my cousin.
For sure,
man.
cuz.
So yeah, y'all see what it is. We people watching. People want some good product. We got it. So whenever y'all in the city, come see us. Cash, man.
You.
Got anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here, bro?
Just when you come out to Las Vegas, make sure you from the NWC and holla at your peoples here. You know, I'm not officially a part of the family, but you know, y'all just come on down and
You a part of the family, man. You a part of the family.
All the
man.
way.
you know, make sure you get your products and also get your knowledge from, you know, the podcast that we're doing here at the Burning Bush. This is a lot of informative things that we're going to be able to explore with y'all. And so just as much as that I'm learning with y'all, you know, we're all learning something. So, you know, just tune in next week. You know what I mean? Keep on tuning in. So, yeah, shout out to y'all.
Where can they find you, bro?
At Myrtle Ave Pro, no, it's at On The Map LV. That's at On The Map LV. That's at Instagram. And as far as Facebook, you could do Myrtle Ave Pro. MYRTLEAVEPRO.
Tap in with him. Hey, John, where they can find you at, bro?
Like always, JHB_IV on Instagram. Holla at me.
Y'all been rehearsing?
Hey.
Cap, man, where they can find you at? And you want to say anything else to these people before we get up out this thing, my boy?
Oh, well, they can find me on the internet, the Capion or Fire Photos Media Group. You heard me? Favorite search engine will do just fine. And yeah, I am DJ King. Over I move slick, strike quick, hit you once and it's over. And DJ, that's digital journalist, because I don't jock nothing. You heard me?
See,
Burn it.
I told you we was going to get it up out there before we left, man.
Straight up.
Hey, man, I'm glad you're here, my boy.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, and I'm the homie C. You can find me on Instagram at THAHOMIEC. Tap in with me there. On Facebook, that's my government. You can find it. I ain't hard to find. And yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man. As always, like I said, I ain't gonna forget to do. Hold on, wait, cause I can't do it while it's lit. Giving honor to God, cause again, without Him, we couldn't be here. He put this plant on the earth for us. He put us all together so we could spread this information to y'all. So again, we just want to give an honor up to Him before we get up out of here. So yeah, again, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. Keep tapping in. We're gonna tap in with y'all. And yeah, wherever you watching, whether you're at home, on the toilet, on the couch, at work, in your car, in the tub, watching, in the bed, I don't care, man. Keep watching, keep tapping in. Man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. And one more time, we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace. The Burning Bush.
I'm smoking. I'm smoking. That's all I do. Well, the law need it now. Never know when no trial. I don't have a clue. I'm smoking. That's all I do. Well, the law need it now. Never know when no cloud, I don't have a clue. I do a lot of burning in my car. Gotta get rid of all the paraphernalia. Though I'm not famous, I'm still living like a star. Burning back to back like I'm trying to sit on Mars. Yeah. Where are my smokers? I need a roller going. Twist it up for me, but please don't hold it. Blunt sitting, that's that shit I don't like. I got high tolerance, so obvious I'm high. Now roll another one. Don't get tired. Matter of fact, roll one of mine. I'm loaded like this. Day and night. Matter of fact, I think it's in my life. Sipping mud like all the time. Thinking money like all the time. I can knock your girl off. But truth is, I don't have no time to entwine. I'm smoking. That's all I do. Well, the law need it now. Never know when no cloud, I don't have a clue. Yeah, I work every fucking day. Need a half or an ounce when I get paid. Do this shit so much you think I got major weight. I famous, I'm still living like a star. I'm burning back to back like I'm trying to sit on Mars. Yeah. We pouring musket, baby. Ain't nobody. I'm crazy, you boot and we blazing. Now look at us crazy, we smoking you up like we some Jamaicans. Do what we want like we some Freemasons. Going real wild like we rule a nation. Say he got purple, don't mean I'ma feel it. I don't spend money with bitch ass niggas. I'm in the building, I'm rolling, I stick it. I'm gon' get high if I gotta blow 60. My people the blood, so we gon' stay with it. We just smoke up at life we live it. You just be talking, but it's gon' show. Under the table you go when we smoke. I'm smoking, that's all I do. Where the loud need it now. Never know with no drought, I don't have a clue. Yeah, I work every fucking day. Need a half a
Take us out, bro. Oh, man.
so much that I got major weight. I do a lot of burning in my car. Gotta get rid of all the paraphernalia. No, I'm not famous, I'm still living like a star. I'm burning back to the policy to Mars. Yeah.
So, R.I.P. to my dog, Petey Weestro. Rest in paradise, bro. So.